And here we are, PS2, once again. And now for things I haven't seen. Ooh. Eidos, I never get it right. Oh look, it's Ratchet and Clank or something, I don't know. Why no, it's Crystal Dynamics. Just like Soul Reaver 1, just hard cut to a still image for the title screen. Also, this is one thing I noticed. It's not called The Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. It does say The Legacy of Kain series. Okay, that's something. Also, is bonus materials as hilarious as I think it is? Yeah, Blood Omen 2 preview. Isn't that wild? And the making of... Oh, man. Games don't do that so much anymore. The last time I saw stuff like this was... I mean, I'm sure there were other games on the console. I'm talking like nearly a launch title, but like God of War 3? They had interviews and stuff, but... I don't know. Not as common. But Blood Omen 2, get ready. Oh, it's coming. Anyway, options. I don't think I need to futz with the options. Yeah, alright. Let's get going. Just go right in.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner.
Oh, final boss fight.
Did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
We're redoing the end of the game.
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge.
This lip syncing is great.
To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never contain such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? As such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Moebius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. Free will is an illusion.
This is the same whole speech. This is great.
The tomb of Sarafan, Kain. How could you profane a priest by turning him into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
The Sarafan were saviors, defending Nosgoth from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are open, Kain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
Wow, he just duffs him.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the Sarafan were noble, altruistic? Oh, don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours.
I really love when games redo the end of the last game, but with better graphics.
You nearly had me, Raziel.
Oh, it's infuriating. So that just was the final boss fight. They just did it. That was the whole end of the game.
But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds. Completely.
I do hope we see more of Kain in this game. I know it's all Kain all the time in Blood Omen 2. But I love Simon Templeman. And I hope we see Raziel's crazy mouth in PS2 graphics. Okay, new content now.
Raziel, Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah.
Moebius?
Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny. Where am I? Is the usual question. In your case, when might be more apt.
Even the in-game lip syncing is good.
Very well, you old snake. If you'd prefer I use my bare hands.
But this is completely unexpected. This orb disables our vampire enemies, leaving them helpless and incapacitated. Strangely, it seems to have the same effect on that peculiar weapon of yours. But you must believe me. I mean you no harm.
You can drop the benevolent facade, Moebius. I know who and what you are. I should kill you where you stand.
Perhaps you should, my boy. But you don't.
Are you so certain of that, Moebius?
My role as Time Guardian affords me a certain level of omniscience, Raziel. No, you don't kill me. That honor belongs to your maker, Cain, some 30 years from now.
You two are a pair. You're just as fatalistic as he is.
Death comes for us all, Raziel. It's just a matter of time.
How is it that you know my name? We have never met.
On the contrary, Raziel, I know you very well. And it grieves me to see how cruelly Cain has used you. I knew you when you were one of the Sarafan Brotherhood, Raziel. We were even close.
Oh, please.
Fortunately, you need not love me now to be my ally.
Are we within the stronghold of the Sarafan priesthood?
Yes, but the glorious days of the Sarafan have long since passed, I'm afraid. This is a more cynical and indecorous age. My mercenary army now inhabits this stronghold. We strive to honor the memory of the Sarafan with our own humble crusade.
Is this the vampire Vorador?
Yes, the scourge of the Circle, the most depraved and decadent example of his whole degenerate race. He slaughtered 6 of my fellow Guardians as they cowered defenseless in this room.
Was that Vorador?
And you somehow survived this massacre?
Moebius was one of them?
2 others. The Circle was devastated. Only we 3 were spared.
How convenient. You'll forgive me if I don't naively devour every scrap of information you toss me. You have a reputation for deceit.
And who has slandered me so? Your malefactor, Cain? The one who betrayed and destroyed you? Our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly. We'll forget about rekindling our old friendship then. But consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Cain dead. I can help you.
You don't want to meddle in this, old man. I know all about your sordid little schemes, but you're simply out of your depth on this one.
You underestimate me, Raziel. Let me show you. Even now, Cain is lying in wait for you, unaware that I've snatched you out of the time stream and brought you here to me. See how he lingers at the very pillars he is destined to destroy. foolishly confident that he has eluded your grasp.
Blood Omen 1?
The pillars are still standing in this time.
Yes, Raziel. They are the embodiment of the divine force which preserves the life of our world. We who serve the pillars maintain their delicate balance, and Cain is destined to be the fulcrum upon which that balance turns. I believe you have already endured the wasteland wrought by his terrible, selfish decision. Cain's very existence is a cancer upon this world. As long as he lives, all of Nosgoth is in peril.
That is true.
Never again be human, Raziel. But you can re-embrace the essence of your humanity and the nobility of your Sarafan heritage. Go to him, Raziel, and end this. But first, you will need to find your way out of the Stronghold, and in this, I'm afraid I cannot help you. My soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course. They're no match for you. Try to keep the casualties to a minimum. Do what you have to do. All great movements require a few martyrs.
Amazing. So he just knows Cain's gonna kill him in 30 years.
Alone now, I surveyed my surroundings and noticed a second time-streaming chamber. Its entrance identical to the first, but with one distinction. That crystal was significant, but how, I had not yet discovered.
Damn, that's awesome. Try not to kill too many of my soldiers, but do what you gotta do. How do I open doors again? Triangle or square? Circle? I'm not going to embarrass myself this early, am I? Actually, let me see some. Dark Chronicle. Oh, can I just watch the movies? But let me just make sure. I think the controls actually have slightly changed. I think there might be a little L1 involved in opening doors, assuming I can open that door. Let me just double check. Well, it says operate switches and stuff with square. I wonder if I need to go into a different door then. But this isn't it. Maybe this way then. Okay, there we go. So I couldn't open the other door. Fair enough. And by the way, I could still use the D-pad and the analog stick. Yeah, Dark Chronicle, the sequel to Dark Cloud, is completely in the game. In America, it's Dark Cloud 2. What is this? Also, yeah, I can't look around. Look at how shiny it is. Look at these PS2 graphics. Alright, so let's see if fighting is still the same. I think it is. I could sneak. Hold R1 to autoface, that's useful. Okay. Dodge. Alright. Your soul is mine. I love the way he just like whips up the weapon. That's so good. And there's another weapon on the wall if I need it. And I guess I have to kill this guard. Oh, whoops. I have to hold R1 to do the juke. How strong is this guy? I'm hitting him with a damn giant sword. Can I eat the soul, please? Is it still here? Oh, it actually was. Damn. Okay. Now, one reason I did decide to stream this game is I think, unlike the previous Soul Reaver, I don't think this is some big open world epic where I gotta find upgrades and stuff. I think I just go, which for a game like this pleases me. I love that bat just kind of hanging out. But oh well. Once again, music's pretty great. Right by me. Tricky, tricky. I do appreciate that even if I fully finish them with a weapon, I could still just devour them. And I have a compass too, I'm going east.
Throughout the Stronghold, I discovered evidence of my former nobility and my life as a Sarafan priest. This was the heritage so foully stolen from me when Cain raided my sacred crypt and defiled me.
I love that Moebius is like, keep the casualties to a minimum, but I literally need to kill every enemy I see so far. Like, they're my guards. Go a little easy on them, please? No? Ah, damn it. Alright, fine. Today? Okay. Also, I'm curious as to whether I have to Metroid get my powers back, or if I just have powers, because this is game number 2. Same thing for Blood Omen 2, actually, because I had not played Blood Omen 1 before getting to 2. Like, I gotta remind myself if what Cain has is what he has gotten in 1. Are we not? Okay. Can I go toward the camera? I can't see my mouth very well. But oh well. I didn't see where that gate was in relation to me, so pardon me for looking around a bit. Because I think this is how it came in, right? Because then I slowly walked in. I gotta say, by the way, this game is pretty gorgeous. Yeah, this is it. Now, it's not start, is it? Select? View map. No kidding? Ah, oh, awesome. The Pillars, Sarafan Stronghold. Time streaming device. But, yeah, I still have shift. I just have that. And the Soul Reaver, I guess I can't select it? But square. Oh man, it's cool every time. And I have the Soul Reaver. Perhaps I'm in the wrong area. I thought that would have been it, though. I guess it's here. Yeah, I could still do that. I'm already healed, so... Oh my god, that's awesome.
Away from the influence of Moebius's cursed staff, I could feel the strength of the Soul Reaver slowly returning. If that orb was as debilitating to vampires as it was to the blade, it gave Moebius a powerful advantage over his enemies. I finally understood how Moebius's crusade could decimate the vampires so successfully. If he could immobilize his enemies, they were at his mercy. Why, I wondered, would the staff have any effect on the Reaver?
So I just have the super Soul Reaver now. Can I not go through this? Am I gonna have to shift or something? Or do I want to go back this way? This place is huge. Ugh, I guess I'm fighting these goons. And of course I'm gonna get a hit real soon and lose the Reaver. Done. Pain in the ass. Alright, I gotta actually juke. Fine. Can I like hit one guy, please? Why, gee golly, thank you. Don't have the Reaver back yet. God, this is annoying. The combat's more of a pain in the ass this game than in Soul Reaver 1, as far as like the fact that these guys can horizontally sweep. So I'm still without the Reaver, which sucks. But anyway, can I go through this?
As I
There we
neared
go.
the Stronghold's inner sanctum, a strange sensation crept over me. An indescribable feeling of displacement, a sense of vertigo, as reality itself appeared to warp and bend around me. The disturbance seemed to emanate from the sanctuary's furthest chapel. As I cautiously approached, the sense of dislocation intensified with each step. So this was the tomb of the beloved King William the Just, beatified here as the martyr and catalyst of Moebius's crusade. I was reminded of Cain's journey as a fledgling vampire, how Moebius coerced him to travel back in history and assassinate William, thus igniting a genocidal hatred of vampires among the citizens of Nosgoth. And here I discovered the source of the displacement. The Soul Reaver itself, laid out like a holy relic, and broken, apparently in the battle between William and Cain. I had not thought such a thing was possible, until, of course, Cain shattered the blade against me when he tried to strike me down. Thus, the captive spirit inhabiting the Reaver was released, and binding itself to me, became my symbiotic weapon. And so the Reaver met its former self, still imprisoned in this corporeal shell. I watched, mesmerized, as the Wraith blade uncoiled itself and snaked down the length of the physical blade. Embracing its twin, its mirror self, the Reaver's long dormant spirit was now fully aroused. And for the first time, I felt the true presence of this other entity, willful, ravenous, and deranged from thousands of years of imprisonment. The Reaver was now in command, and I, now merely its helpless host, felt my soul being leached to restore the blade.
Wow.
But the Reaver knew better than to destroy its host, and just as I neared the brink of oblivion, the blade released its hold on me. As I recovered, I realized we were now bound together in a fragile alliance. The Reaver no longer merely my symbiotic weapon, but a sentient parasite competing for control.
What have you done to me, Moebius? Is this your trap?
How mine? Don't forget it was Cain who led you here, not I. While you curse me, the only soul in Nosgoth ready to guide and assist you, Cain laughs at our folly and revels in your dismay.
These blades, now coiled in sinister embrace, have inspired terror in the hearts of creatures far more durable than you, old man. Bound together as they are, I can only imagine what they could do to your soul's fragile shell.
Raziel, I beg you to stay your hand. This was none of my doing. I have sought only to aid you in your righteous quest.
Why, you're trembling, Moebius. Has your confidence abandoned you? You seem to have made a fatal error by leaving your precious staff behind. Is that where all your courage comes from?
Listen to me, Raziel. You don't know what you're doing. I have taken an enormous risk by appearing here before you, so defenseless, yet eager to prove my good intentions. If there's anything left of the Seraphim in you, you won't do this. While you threaten me, your true enemy eludes you.
Don't concern yourself with Cain, old man. He'll join you in hell soon enough. As you said, death comes for us all.
Yes, the wheel of fate demands it.
What did you say?
The wheel of fate. The inexorable cycle of death and rebirth to which all men are compelled. We serve the same god, Raziel. To strike me down would be striking God's own attendant. And I don't believe even you would take that risk.
I tire of your games, Moebius. Now that I know you fear me, I needn't concern myself with you. Cain is waiting for me.
Go then, Raziel. Seek Cain out and destroy him in the name of the one God we both serve. You, who were once a Seraphim priest, murdered, profaned, destroyed, and reborn again from his mercy. You are now most powerfully equipped to be his agent, his instrument of restoration and retribution.
My own vengeance is motivation enough.
By my soul, you almost had me, my little blue assassin. But that'll be the one and only chance you get.
Wow.
I assure you of that.
Damn, Moebius.
I could now summon the blade at will, regardless of my strength. But once summoned, the blade's ravenous appetite could not be contained. It devoured the souls of its victims, and if I allowed it to become over-aroused, the Reaver would now turn its hunger on me.
Man, that's good.
So this was the legendary Janos Audron, reputed to have been the most ancient and diabolical vampire to have ever existed. According to folklore, he lived high in the cliffs of Nosgoth's northern mountains and preyed mercilessly on the defenseless villagers below. His reign of terror ended when the Sarafan finally hunted him down and tore his throbbing heart from his still-living body. This relic came to be known as the Heart of Darkness, and was supposedly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife. The Sarafan therefore guarded it carefully, lest the heart fall into the hands of their enemies. But I wondered, could Janos Audron truly have been as monstrous as depicted here? Or was this merely artistic license by the Sarafan, who sought to lionize themselves by demonizing their darkest enemy?
What are these pots? Wait, is this a save point or what? Because I'm not sure I know how to save. Let me see if that's a thing in the manual. Do we have saving? Oh, we might not. It might be checkpoints. Let's find out. No, that's literally a checkpoint if I die or something. Is saving a thing? I'm not even sure I see anything in the manual about it. Is it an automatic thing? That's a little, like, there's gotta be somewhere to go on the memory card, right? There are save points? You'll know when you see them? Okay, thank you. Strange that I don't immediately see it in the table of contents. That's very bizarre, but okay. Oh, and I can actually manipulate the camera with the stick. That is ridiculously useful, because I had been pressing R2 to whip it behind my character, which still works. But still. Oh man, this is so much better. This is so much better. Circle and circle again. Okay, so I can press circle and circle if I want the Reaver out whenever I want, but at the cost of my own health. Or I could have it off to do less damage. Interesting. Excuse me? Okay.
Strange how my history came full circle.
This chapel, I realized, was a memorial to my former Sarafan brethren and myself. All of us martyred here. And then so cruelly profaned by Cain when he imposed his gift on our noble corpses. For the first time, I beheld the image of my Sarafan self, memorialized here among my fallen comrades. It tortured me to see how noble and pure I had been, and what a vile phantasm I had become. And a profound sense of injury, of loss and betrayal welled up in me, so overwhelming I could barely contain it. All I wanted at this moment was to find Cain and destroy him.
Great. Oh man, that's cool. So I can have the Reaver out whenever I want, but just at risk to myself. You could see as I mash with it, this big bar goes up. Like this bar around my health bar as I swing it, especially as I kill with it. But if I have it out for too long, it'll drain me. And it seems that I don't even drain enemies' health, or I can't drain an enemy's soul once I've killed him with the Reaver. So I guess I have to manage killing with the Reaver easily versus maintaining my health. That's a little bizarre. Yeah, new area. Can't see very well, it's very dark. But I got a cool axe. Or halberd, whatever you even call this thing. I'm curious. Yeah, I can go through the pillars. Not that I want to. It's cool that it's an option, though. There's not like an invisible wall. There's actually space between the pillars. Oh no, I came full circle. I'm back going downstairs. Clearly I missed some kind of exit somewhere. I don't think I want to fall in. Maybe this is it. It just drives me crazy that I have to like mash square to make this work. Oh yeah, he did say the Reaver takes the souls. Yeah, and if I fill the Reaver's bar, then it starts draining my own soul, like in that cutscene. What, this is a scythe? It kind of... I don't know. But anyway, let's get out of here. Again, mashing square, because, like, I don't know how they want me to do this. Here we go. Ooh, gorgeous.
I emerged, and for the first time beheld Nosgoth in its former glory. The land overflowed with abundant life and vitality. And I knew with certainty then that the world I had left behind was nothing more than the corpse of Nosgoth. A lifeless husk bled dry by the corruption of Cain's parasitic empire. This was the fragile world Cain sacrificed to preserve his own petty life and ambition, heedless of the profound cost. The sight only deepened my resolve. I sensed that the pillars lay to the northwest, and if Cain truly waited to confront me there, I would not disappoint him.
That's actually insane, though, because now we're looking at Blood Omen 1 on the PS2, basically. I can still swim. Yeah, I'm just keeping abilities, which is amazing. Okay. Okay, that is a wall. I was gonna say I can't see a damn thing. That's right, L2 and X. Weird.
As I passed this arcane landmark, a wisp of the Reaver's energy was drawn into the ring, illuminating it. This created a beacon of sorts in the spirit world. If ever I found myself depleted in the spectral realm, and my soul tossed on the ethereal winds, these beacons would draw me back to safety and restore me.
So, it begins, right? I don't really like swimming in these games, but oh well. It's very dark. Okay, I think I did this right. How do I swim faster? I know there's a way of doing it. I guess just L2. Alright.
These ancient obelisks were mysteriously attuned to my spiritual essence. By simply touching the symbol, I could safely preserve an imprint of my soul, and thus create a milestone to which I could return when weary, and from which I could resume my journey.
Oh, that's the save point. Dragon Ace, as for why my health is going down, unless my health is at max, where I could just have the Soul Reaver out, it'll just go down. Also, that was a fast save. How nice. I hope it heals me too, that would just be nice. Nope. Well, that sucks. What does that say? I could do a higher jump anyway, that's fine.
I sensed that in time my journey would return me full circle to this place. Infiltrating the fortress, however, would be no small feat. The balcony that had provided my escape was now well beyond my reach, leaving this massive gateway as the only means of entry. The gates were sealed, but like the time-streaming chamber I had seen earlier, their operation was undoubtedly linked to that odd crystal mounted above the entrance.
I could still do that, but that was a default ability anyway.
Prepare to die.
Prepare to die. Well, now is hopefully my chance to actually heal. I would like that very much. I really don't feel like going Spirit, even though you know what's going to happen. Like, dodging just doesn't work with these clowns, so I'm just going to go Spirit, I guess. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Okay, that's something. That's a bunch of health back. Let's keep that up, please. So it looks like I might be better off not targeting these enemies. Ooh. Okay, if I'm lucky, maybe my health just won't go down then? That'd be nice. Oh well, guess I'll keep going. Oh no, my health is going down. Damn. I wonder if I didn't fully heal, or if just my health is just always going to go down. I also wonder if I have the Soul Reaver out, if I can preserve my health. I don't know about this. I would really rather not fight these goons. There's just too many irritating enemies right now. I do appreciate how fast I seem to move. What are these green things that are going up when I go by? I don't know. What is that? Oh, wow. The souls really take their sweet time coming back to me. Nothing? Very nice. Is this anything? Whoops. There we go. And I got the weapon. Good for me, I guess. I guess I'll just keep going. Okay, that's a checkpoint for sure. Really? Oh, nice. I hope I didn't just lose ground with that, but I bet you I did. I did. Alright. If I see a goon by himself, I guess I'll take him out. Like this gentleman. There we go. Easy every time. You've got to be kidding me. There was a gap. No wonder I fell the first time. Alright, I'll leap. I'll make this quick, hopefully. Alright, so where do I leap? Where? Really? Got him. Are you freaking kidding me? Alright. Like, I can't see the gap. Do you really want me to kill the enemy just so I can see the gap? I hope after all this I didn't just purposefully jump down to where I was the first time. I think I did. Ugh, I'm very good at video games, everybody. Don't worry about it. Then let's see what I'm missing. To the left, there's nothing. It's a dead end. It's... Oh, no, there's not. There's stairs by that way. Okay. Hey, everybody. New direction. I'm a genius. I was a genius the entire time. You just didn't know it. I can't get over this annoying dog. There, got him.
These vampires had nothing in common with the deranged jackals I left behind in Kain's derelict empire. They seemed to retain much of their former humanity. In this era, vampires were clearly not the uncontested predators we had been. These creatures were hunted mercilessly and oppressed. And while I still believed that vampirism was a plague and had to be wiped out, there was nothing noble or righteous in this crusade. This was simply ruthless persecution.
Ooh, already changing our mindset, huh? Alright, guess I'm fighting. That's enough out of you. I should probably just finish them off, but alright. So can I do anything with this? I can. I cannot. The problem is I think there might actually be something around here. Yeah, it's hard to see anything. Okay, we're golden.
The pillars of Nosgoth.
It didn't take long.
Whole and uncorrupted. I had never beheld them in this undefiled state, yet something profound and indelible resonated within me at the sight. And there, waiting at the very heart of the pillars, was the canker that was destined to destroy them.
I know you're there, Raziel.
Moebius led me to you, Cain. Though I might have guessed you'd meet me here.
And if Moebius told you I was hidden on the underside of hell, would you throw yourself into oblivion to pursue me? Moebius trawls for the ignorant and unwary, hauling his gasping prey from the streams of their destinies. Stay out of his net, Raziel.
Spare me your elaborate metaphors, Cain. I have pursued you here for one purpose. You will pay for your betrayal, and balance will thus be restored to Nosgoth.
And whose will is satisfied then? The will of Raziel or Moebius?
Would I be better manipulated by you, Cain? Now, turn and face me. The chase is over.
This isn't a chase, Raziel. We are merely passengers on the wheel of destiny, describing a perfect circle to this point. We've been brought here for a reason. I've seen the beginning and the end of our story, however, and the tale is crude and ill-conceived. We must rewrite the ending of it. You and I.
Face me, Cain. Even you shouldn't die a coward's death.
Isn't it customary to grant the condemned a final request?
I recall no such courtesy from you.
Indulge me, Raziel. All I ask is that you listen. This is the sublime moment of our undoing, Raziel. The ineffable fulcrum upon which swings the entirety of our history. This is where all of Nosgoth is betrayed. In this instant, Ariel, the Balance Guardian, is murdered by dark forces bent on overthrowing the pillars. Her spirit is just now tearing free, lost in the ether, trying to find its way here. You have already seen how she comes to haunt these pillars.
Bound here by your refusal to die. You are the reason this land becomes diseased. As long as you remain alive, you condemn Nosgoth to an eternity of decay.
Be still, Raziel. See this. As Ariel dies, I am being born to take her place as Balance Guardian. Such is my destiny.
My God.
At the moment of my first cry, Ariel's beloved, the Guardian Nupraptor, finds her corpse. Racked with grief and tormented by suspicions of treachery, Nupraptor plunges into a madness which overflows and infects all of the Guardians who are symbiotically bound, including me. The repercussions of Ariel's assassination were expertly calculated. The entire circle descends into madness, and I am tainted at the moment of my birth, instantly rendered incapable of fulfilling the role destiny has prepared for me.
Shall I show you the same mercy you showed the rest of the Circle, then? You blithely murdered them to restore their pillars, yet your hand faltered when it came to the final sacrifice. What makes you exempt, Cain? You're merely the last man standing. Why condemn me for simply carrying out what you hadn't the courage to do yourself?
Let's drop the moral posturing, shall we? We both know there's no altruism in this pursuit. Your reckless indignation led you here. I counted on it. There's no shame in it, Raziel. Revenge is motivation enough. At least it's honest. Hate me, but do it honestly. 30 years hence, I am presented with a dilemma. Let's call it a two-sided coin. If the coin falls one way, I sacrifice myself and thus restore the pillars. As the last surviving vampire in Nosgoth, this would mean the annihilation of our species. Moebius made sure of that. If the coin lands on the reverse, I refuse the sacrifice and thus doom the pillars to an eternity of collapse. Either way, the game is rigged.
We agree then that the pillars are crucial and must be restored.
Yes, Raziel. And that's why we've come full circle to this place.
So after all this, you make my case for me. To end this stalemate, you must die so that new Guardians can be born.
Pillars don't belong to them, Raziel. They belong to us.
Your arrogance is boundless, Cain.
There's a third option. A monumental secret, hidden in your very presence here. But it's a secret you have to discover for yourself. Unearth your destiny, Raziel. It's all laid out for you here.
You said it yourself, Cain. There are only two sides to your coin.
Apparently, sir. But suppose you throw a coin enough times. Suppose one day it lands on its edge.
Man, these scenes are freaking amazing. I guess I'll finally continue gameplay now, but that was satisfying to watch.
I didn't know what impulse stayed my hand, why I had so willingly allowed Cain to escape me when I had pursued him for so long. I had no reason to trust Cain after he had valued me so little, and yet I found myself intrigued by his words. I had been too cruelly used to so gullibly play his pawn, but if this world truly had secrets to divulge, I was determined to expose them.
Yeah, speaking of which, I am behind the pillars. Wasn't there, like, where was that design? Yeah, it's these two pillars. It just says, go to Spectral. Yeah, he did show me this in the cutscene. Excuse me, he did show me this in the cutscene, but this is just amazing. My health isn't looking the best, but that's okay. I don't think it drains when I'm Spectral. I just don't want to get hurt. However, oh my god, these little guys, are you kidding me? They make the same annoying sound, too. Oh, he's not shrieking. Anyway, I've eaten him now, and I could devour souls to my heart's content. Very satisfying. I guess let's just shift back now that I am capable of doing such a thing, right? Can I not? Oh, that's right, I have to stand on the... That was just a well of souls, isn't it? I have to keep going. I forgot, I need those blue portals specifically to do my shifting. So let's just ignore these guys to the best of my ability and keep jogging. And perhaps this is what I want. I love the shifts. They are so cool to watch. And just like the PS1, this game is doing a very good job of avoiding loading screens.
I had the constant and palpable sensation of being watched. Someone, it seemed, was keenly interested in my presence here.
Okay. For real, what the hell are those things? Like, the birds just leave. Like, what is that? Oh, checkpoint. Good for me. These birds. It is frustrating, though, that even at max health I lose health.
For centuries. I began to realize it was no mere coincidence that I found myself standing here, beneath this winged figure with blue skin and cloven hands so like my own, and bearing this unique key.
That is surreal. But speaking of which, you can see the sword.
And so it was with a sense of gravity and trepidation that I unsealed that ancient door and crossed the threshold.
Man, that's great. Alright. Oh good, they have projectiles. No? Do you think I need to use the Reaver for these guys? Nope. Alright, that's enough of that. I guess the blue orb just disappeared, and now my health is low, so that sucks. I guess I'll just go where the path was taking me. I guess I gotta jump. Well, are you freaking serious? I would really rather not go spectral if I can help it. I'm just gonna keep jogging. Excuse me, guys. I'll just follow the path. I don't even know if I can drain these guys. Moving on. Here's a big important looking room.
As I entered the chamber, I sensed that it had been sealed for hundreds, perhaps thousands of years. And while this room was clearly built when the pillars were erected, I knew that no human hand could have shaped this place, and that perhaps it had never been seen by human eyes. The surrounding murals depicted a winged race, their features so like my own, but beautiful, where mine were grotesque, and angelic, while mine were demonic. I tried to decipher these images. A great war, but with combatants like none I had ever seen. The pillars, raised by this winged race, who thus defeated their adversaries. The winged beings again, writhing in agony, apparently afflicted with the same bloodthirst I had so recently suffered. And throughout the chamber, inscribed everywhere, images of the Reaver itself. Was this what Cain had urged me to discover? I wondered.
Lies, Raziel.
Oh. Yes.
Do not be deceived.
Ah, my ancient benefactor. And I dared to hope we had parted ways forever. Silence was refreshing. It lasted. No doubt you have a conveniently inexpressible reason for your presence here.
Do not be insolent, Raziel. I am eternally present here and everywhere, now and always. I am the still center of the turning wheel, the hub of this world's destiny.
But perhaps not so omnipotent as you'd have me believe. Your hold on me appears to be tenuous. I no longer seem to need you. Yet I'm guessing you still need me.
This impudence is unworthy of you, Raziel. Do not forget that you have a task to fulfill here. You are indebted to me.
Indebted? You would have me show gratitude for a gift I didn't ask to be bestowed. Do you forget that you forced me to inhabit this vile carcass?
I restored you to yourself, Raziel. It was Cain who destroyed you. The very enemy you've just let slip through your grasp. Do not fail me, my servant.
Huh.
I serve no one. Not you, not Cain, and not your lackey Moebius.
Moebius is my good servant. I have many.
And if I tell Moebius that he's worshipping a giant squid, do you think his faith will falter?
You have grown willful, Raziel. But beware, to embrace a serpent is to invite poison into your heart. Cain is a sinuous beast. He will seduce and deceive you. You pride yourself on your free will, yet you let that degenerate deter your resolve.
I harbor no illusions about his integrity, nor anyone else's. In fact, I am beset by manipulation on all sides. I merely seek the truth.
These are the fathomless truths, Raziel. The agony of birth and death and rebirth. This is the wheel of fate, the purifying cycle which sustains all life. Vampires are an abomination, a plague which leeches this land of its spiritual strength. They obstruct the flow of life and death. Their souls stagnate in their wretched corpses. But the wheel must turn. Death is inexorable and cannot be denied. Your destiny is irresistible, Raziel. You are my soul reaver, the scourge of the vampires, reaper of their apostate souls. Remain steadfast, end the vampire's parasitic curse, and restore Nosgoth. Cain's blood belongs on your hands.
Cain indeed deserves to die for condemning me to this repugnant form. But if and when I kill him, it will be for me alone to decide.
Cain destroyed you without a flicker of remorse. He tore the soul from your noble corpse, and after you had served him faithfully for 1,000 years, he discarded you in the abyss on a jealous whim. Remember your rage, Raziel. Let it guide your hand.
My god, this game's amazing. It's so cutscene heavy, but I don't mind with the acting they have in this. Definitely saving. So glorious. Also, I have save files here. I don't just overwrite no matter what. But man, oh man, that was just great. I'll probably play up to one more save point because they seem to be kind of few and far between. In Soul Reaver 1, I could save wherever I wanted, so I gotta get used to this. Damn, I can really go deep, can't I? Among the Elder Gods' tendrils. That's very creepy. I love that he is aware that he restored me, even though this is on a timeline where it's before he did that, because he's just omnipresent. It's glorious. Yeah, I'm kind of getting the hang of how to swim faster. A little bit, sort of. Oh, these freaking shadows. Can we not? Almost fell off. That would have sucked. And look, another enemy. I really don't like these shadow creatures. So many green, annoying lasers. I'm not even sure where to go from this point. So you know what? Good enough. Now that I'm up here, where do I go from here? Like, it's jet black. Is there somewhere to jump to? Do I go over there? Because that's where I came from, isn't it? Got him, right? But now I have so little health. Oh, look at that. It's one of those climbable walls. I wonder if I can actually, like, climb it. I'm assuming I can. Maybe that's how I got here. That's just the water. Damn. At least the shadows go down easily enough. Can I? Yeah. Oh, that's great. However. No, there's no other place. I guess I have to climb. Alright. Yeah, I get lost here every time, no doubt. Like, it is black, and I can't adjust the color. Now the music stops, now that the shadows are dead, so I'm just walking around in mild embarrassment. Okay, no, the music's back. Yeah, so here's the slope I went up. Oop. I'm gonna go spectral very soon, I think. Was that... Did I end up going where I actually wanted to go then? I think where I fell was where I was supposed to be. It's just a different pool of water. How embarrassing. Well, excuse me, everybody. So let's see where I'm going from here. As I pass this giant structure. Here's another one of those fountains. I don't get it. And my health is very low. Okay, this looks a little better. My health is crazy low, though. I really don't like this. And I'm afraid that those lights are where I actually came in. Here's more lights. This might be something. What a dark game. Good lord, like, I really hope there isn't an underwater maze, because I cannot see a damn thing. I can't even surface. Like, this is so bad. It is pitch black. Like, now it's literally pitch black. Am I in a dead end? I guess. Maybe. Like, then why would the light lead me here, you know? Maybe I'll go this way? What the hell do I know? And once again, my health is looking atrocious. Like, I feel like I'm backtracking. No, I am for sure. Okay. But my health, oof. Not good. So I go up to this light. I go through this tunnel, hopefully. Yeah, I am almost certainly going spectral in like 30 seconds. The good news, though, is once I do, I'll be able to absorb monsters, but the bad news is I'll have to find a blue portal from there, and that sucks. That's the thing that I really disliked about Soul Reaver 1, is that dying is just annoying. Yeah, I'm going spectral in like 3 seconds. My controller's rumbling and everything. I don't know where to go, though. Up here? Is this a different path? I can't even tell. Like, again, I'm afraid I'm backtracking. I probably am. Yeah, see? Like, I'm backtracking again. Is there another path from here? Because I am going the right way being in this water in the first place. But from there, I got nothing. And yep, and I'm spectral. So here's a question. Do we have a blue portal somewhere near here? Oh yeah, there's the annoying scream when I kill a guy. Alright, so do we have a blue portal? I sure hope we do. At least now I'm walking the place instead of swimming. Alright, I can just ignore those guys, I guess. I really hope I don't have to back out to find the blue portal. Like, this is the worst part of Soul River right here, is just having to get out of this situation. That or the endless block puzzles. Those were atrocious. Is this a blue portal or is that an enemy? That is an enemy. Excuse me, sir? So does a blue portal exist around here or what? Oh, could this be it? Okay, could be worse. Kind of annoying, but could be worse. Alright, and now we're swimming. Now that I have full health and there are no enemies, let's see if I could find out where I was supposed to be going. Okay, so, lights, right? I'm following the lights, that's something. Let's just go through this underwater cave. Keep on swimming. There should be no enemies to disturb me. And now I'm at the place where I stopped last time. But it just seems to be a dead end, which concerns me. Like, my question is, have I gone too far? Because I know I'm supposed to be looking for a wall that I can climb, which is actually a cruel joke, because as a specter, I can't climb. So maybe I could have walked here and gone, aha, a wall I can't use. But there's supposed to be, theoretically, a way to climb out of the water. Although in my case, I could simply swim out. But I don't know where that is. And it's annoying to just scour caves for a possible climbable wall, because everything's so dark. Like, this is how I entered, right? I'm pretty sure this is where I first entered this branching path. So I follow the lights a little bit, right? I'm doing that. But where's the climbable wall? And it doesn't help that there's a bit of motion blur as I turn, so it's a little hard for me to see wall textures as long as I'm moving. And look at how low my health already is. This is absurd. I could see much better in here. But I'm still not seeing a way to surface. And then this is the dead end, right? Like, how the hell do you want me to do this? There is just nowhere to go. There's probably some easy thing I'm missing, but this is driving me mad. Welcome to the next half hour, by the way. And yeah, Winterburn, like, almost certainly a ceiling hole, but where? Like, this is maddening. Go through the lit tunnel until you find a climbable wall, right? Easy. So where's the climbable wall? Like, there really aren't many ways to go. Presumably, I've gone where I can go. So just where's the wall in question? Right, it's not in this first room, right? So I continue. Wait, this glowy's up here. Maybe this is something? Did I finally do it by pure accident? I might have done it. I might have done it. I'm not 100% on this. Oh, thank goodness. Here's the wall, although I kind of already had to beat the place to get here. Man, that sucked. And it's still jet black. Oh, thank God.
I surfaced into a very different landscape. The daylight barely penetrated the dense canopy of this forest. Here I discovered an ancient ruin, unmistakably one of Moebius's time-streaming chambers, but long ago sealed and abandoned to the encroaching swamp. I didn't currently possess the means to break the seal, but I thought in time that I might.
Okay, and let me just check. Is there a save point somewhere in the... Yeah, the relative near future? Yes, there is. Okay. Yes, there is. Because that's where I'm going to break things off, but, like, that was difficult, and I hope to not have to repeat that. And it's still so dark. It's so dark. Anyway. Enemy behind me, I heard him. Am I allowed to just leave? Alright. I'm just gonna punch this guy and recover my health. Alright, Halberdier can wait. I'm very pleased that I found a way to just fight this enemy. Like, targeting is not so good, at least for me, when it comes to this enemy. But running around and swinging, that works wonders. Oh god, it's a literal slug. Okay, let's be careful about this swamp. At least this isn't like Soul Reaver 1. Like, thank God I can just swim in this game. Because remember, the beginning of Soul Reaver 1, before I could swim, when I hit the water, I immediately went spectral. So that was less than pleasant. I can't see a damn thing. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I hope. Okay. And that did it. What? What? Oh, yeah.
My lurking observer was exposed. The creature vanished when he realized he was discovered. But I caught a glimpse of him, and his features were distinctive enough. This was the vampire Vorador.
Yes.
The monstrous assassin depicted in the Stronghold. Strange that a creature brazen enough to assault the Circle single-handedly would avoid confronting me. Very well. If Vorador would not come to me, I would go to him. But first,
yeah, remember that like several
means of reaching that terrace.
Yeah, remember that several minute long cutscene, the opening of Soul Blood Omen 1, but was just Vorador butchering everybody? Just to check. I'm assuming that I am... No, I think I did just backtrack, right? Didn't I? No, with stepping stones to get here too. I guess I am doing it right. Awkward freaking swamp. Alright, let's advance. My health drains more quickly than I would like. Keep crying about it, buddy. Sir, you made a huge mistake. There we go. I'll take your soul. Let's be careful with the terrain then. It's easy to fall into the mud. And it's even easier when the camera is a nuisance. Keep on gliding. I'm so pleased though this game seems to be linear as opposed to Soul Reaver 1. Oh, you die, fiend. You started it, buddy. So now why don't you go ahead and see what happens. See what happens when you pick a fight with a guy who hunts vampires. I'm like the Pillarman from JoJo. Vampires drain humans and I drain vampires. There we go. Anyway. Here's a save point. This is where I'm going to break it off, but man, what a start to this game. If only there was light anywhere. And a boom. Soul Reaver 2, A, overwrite. Again, insane save time. Very good. But this is where I'm going to stop, so thank you very much for joining the stream, and have a wonderful night.